Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have to do a first look for the Abyss. We have a brand new boss level, and from what I've heard, it's really hard. Alright, so in this video, we're going to take a look at the skills. We're going to talk about it. What are the rewards? What extra information have they shared with us from the Discord post about the new content? And yeah, what are the teams that are currently working? I'm going to take a quick look and go into it just to see what it's all about, but this video will not be a guide on how to get a 22,000 point team, 12,000 point team, whatever it may be. I don't even think I'm ready for that, honestly. I think I just want to do a proper first look, see what it's all about, and see, yeah, what our ideas are gonna be, flow a little bit, talk to you guys, and let's get into it. Alright, so here in the Discord, they have this latest update post where they give some more details about the boss and the rewards. So, Drake's Chasm new boss introduces the Abyss 1 difficulty. Saurian Grimscale, the shape-shifting Drake awaits your challenge. The boss overview. From the scarred heart of the infernal volcano emerges Saurian Grimscale, a terror from an ancient line once thought to be extinct, reborn from the ashes of the past. It slithers from the chasm cleaved by Valdaran's sword, its twisted spirit reforged in forgotten flames, a harbinger of disruption. Saurian Grimscale shifts its form with unnatural ease, a fluid nightmare that defies all laws of nature. As this primal force claws its way from purgatory, balance and Taya once again teeters, twisting this land into a mausoleum of cinder and smoke. Oh boy. So, the guidelines, wait. Okay, so compared to Drake's Chasm Nightmare 4 difficulty, the Abyss 1 features a larger map where up to 10 heroes can be deployed. Commanders can continue testing your teams in playtest mode to earn more dragon blood. Mythic chests obtained from challenging Abyss 1 will randomly drop 4 rewards. If your guild defeated Saurian Grimscale on the previous day, the chests obtained will be doubled. So the valuable reward preview is random mythic gear chest, random demon soldier chest, shard mythic artifact essence, shard of artifact refining crystal, legendary hero soulstone, and unpolished legendary soulstones. Hopefully the rates to drop both of those are a little bit better than Nightmare 4. You would hope, right? Alright, so the skill mechanics. So form mutation, unnatural mutation it's called. Saurian Grimscale switches between 2 forms, physical damage and magic damage. When his body surges with the power of ancient bloodline, focus on using physical attacks against him. Conversely, when his body surges with the power of Nightmare's Revenge, magic attacks are more effective. Importantly, use magic damage to break his shield in his physical form, and physical damage to break his shield in the magic form, as expected. Alright, targets the highest HP hero. So that's similar to Titanic Ruins, right? So this Arcane Torrent, Saurian Grimscale targets the hero with the highest HP on the battlefield and periodically deals massive damage to them. And then Worm's Wraith targets the hero with the highest HP on the battlefield and deals massive damage to them. If no other units are adjacent to the target, all damage is concentrated on the hero, resulting in instant death. So positioning is really important. You can't put nothing next to the tank. Weird. Why does that matter, though? Why does it matter if someone's next to your tank or not? What are they trying to do? I don't know. Anyway, Meteoric Deluge targets the hero with the highest max HP on the battlefield and launches multiple meteors at them. When this meteor hits, deals massive damage to the target and nearby units while inflicting debuffs such as healing reduction. Okay, so they have the Worm's Wrath to counteract Meteoric Deluge. So you might read the meteor one and be like, oh, I don't want to have anybody next to him so they don't get hit. Or so they don't get the healing reduction. But if you don't put other units next to that tank, then all damage is concentrated on him and you get an instant death. What? So that's crazy. It's like they do this mechanic that makes it sound like you want to make sure that no one is touching your tank. And then they do this one to make sure people have to be touching your tank. So really, they're just going to make you have to build heroes that are very high in HP and survivability on top of doing damage. Oh boy, this is really interesting. So let's read through here quickly. Like we were just kind of doing that, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But yeah, unnatural mutation, like I said, he switches forms. So, I guess I'll just read them. His body is surging with the power of the ancient bloodline. Please use physical attacks. As magic will only deal 10 damage. In the same reverse, when he's in the magic form, physical will only deal 10 damage. So it's just, you have to use the other thing when they're in a certain form. Now, we don't exactly have a lot of heroes that can do both physical and magic damage. I keep thinking Falcia, is that the only one that can do both? But you can't control that, right? It's not like Dao Chan where you switch between her two forms, or Ingrid where she switches between like forms abilities. I think we're going to need to have heroes added in the game that will make it more possible to get the top chest that allow us to switch between the two forms with their ultimate, just like these heroes that we have been slowly getting over time. That would make sense, right? Alright, Punishing Blow. Each time a hero is defeated or retreats, their redeployment time is increased by 30 seconds. So you don't want to be using like a Laurel plop her in, take her out kind of strategy. It's eventually going to become impossible. I like that. I like that. It makes it more interesting. Grimscale Apocalypse. He channels the ultimate power of his current form, dealing damage to all targets on the battlefield every 4 seconds. Deals massive damage to summons. Okay. I kind of wish it was the opposite. I kind of wish they were giving us a reason to use more summoner heroes. Unless maybe this is a way to counteract the overpoweredness of, like, the Monkey King. So he might be amazing in, like, Titanic Ruins and regular Drake's Chasm, but is he still the top tier here? I would imagine so, because his ultimate is still amazing. Whether or not he has a bunch of monkeys down, I think, even if they're dying a lot, they'll still be okay. Oh boy. Arcane Torrent. Targets the hero with the highest HP on the battlefield. Okay, that's yeah. And deals massive damage 1 time to the target every 5 seconds. Transcendence. Each phase increases its attack and penetration. Dragon's Bulwark. Activates Dragon's Bulwark, granting a shield on himself. If the shield is broken, the dragon enters a weakened state. If the shield isn't broken, he instantly kills. So that is the same as the other difficulties. Drake's Bellow unleashes a single full screen attack that deals true damage based on the target's current HP percentage and applies Burning Corrosion. Burning Corrosion deals continuous damage to the targets and their adjacent units while reduced healing received cannot be dispelled. That's a lot. That's going to be really hard. So this is where you need damage mitigation because your healing is going to be lesser. All right, Storm Surge. During Ancient Bloodline, Infernal Lightning strikes each target 1 time, with charged particles dealing damage while reducing the target's healing received and inflicting stun for 3 seconds. Lightning Surge unleashes 1 lightning surge at each target. charged particles after the lightning surge ends. Continuously unleashes multiple charged particles that deal damage and reduce the target's healing received. Cannot be dispelled. So both forms have this like version of continuous damage that cannot be dispelled. And then we're talking about the Worm's Wrath already. Kind of already went over that. I think that pretty well. Multiple stage damage, all targets at first. Okay, that's part of it. But then targets here with a max HP, if no other targets are around them, instant death. That's intense. And so this is the other okay, that's why there's two, because it's like one version is their magic, one is their physical form. So that's where you get the burning corrosion, about the extra damage that cannot be dispelled as well, and targeting the highest HP hero on the battlefield with multiple meteors. Oh boy. And then during his ultimate, no, sorry, Nightmare's Revenge, launches a multi-strike full screen attack with 3 ground slams penetrating shockwaves. Ground slams deal high damage to the ground units, while shockwaves deal relatively low damage to platform units. Okay. So that makes it sound like platform units are going to be a little bit more preferable. Maybe trying to shake up the meta of all the crazy fighters, although at the end of the day, it's still the same boss. Like, keep in mind, we don't want this to be completely different than this and this. We just want it to be a slightly different version that introduces a few new mechanics and is harder. I don't think it needs to be like a whole new boss. I saw a few complaints. I don't even remember who said what. But just kind of like, oh, it's not interesting enough, or it's just like the same thing. Well, yeah, it's literally the same boss. It's Drake's Chasm, right? I mean, okay, I get that they're all their different dragon and whatever, but it shouldn't be completely different, right? If you want a completely different boss, that's a completely different area of content. So I think it's good. I'm glad to hear that it's been hard. Has anybody actually locked in a score yet? Let's see. So in my guild, someone actually did. And it's only 3,000. That's brutal, right? I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this. Guys, look at this team. There's a wake-up call. A1 Pratist, A5 Hex, A5 Silas. Multiple damage mitigation heroes with Dao Chan and Aileen. Kigiri, but only A0. Not even 4,000. Damn it. This is gonna be not fun. Okay. And yeah, even the world rankings, you would have think maybe there'd be some people locking it in super early in the day just because they felt confident, but goddamn, 24,000 is the highest. And that's with an A5 Sun Wukong and an A3 Kigiri is probably the main DPS, right? Right. So, new Soul Cadence has not had his buff yet, or nerf buff. Some people think it's a nerf, some people think it's a buff. I've seen mixed reviews on that one. I guess the testing we'll see. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be interesting here. Maybe the changes to Soul Cadence is related to how he performs in this specifically. Maybe they want to reinvigorate. Maybe it's going to help the team and help him actually and be a buff, because I feel like they want to bring back the infernal teams that used to be the answer for Nightmare until everything else has come out and totally, like, where's Twin Fiend? Okay, there's some Soul Cadence, I can't lie. Never mind. There's already a few Soul Cadence, what am I saying? But it's still like there's less Soul Cadence than every other lord like here, you know? It's not the answer as much anymore as it used to be. I think that's fascinating. And it's good. Most people are not even getting the 3rd chest. Even the best person is barely getting the 3rd chest. Whew! Alright, we're just gonna kind of go in there with a somewhat of some of these people might work, but it's far from perfect kind of team, just to get a feel for how hard this really is. So, oh my goodness, look at the new visual. Ah, he looks cool. So he starts in magical form, so you're going to start with your physical damage dealers. Dao Chen is going to be a queen. We're gonna need, I don't know where to put people yet. This is gonna be interesting. Although she's not, oh wait, bruh, let's just immediately restart. So let me put a DPS down, like Sun Wukong, and then Dao Chen, and then we put in like, forgot Kagiri. It's fine. And then we'll put in some other options here. Oh boy, I don't know. Can we double? Okay. I don't know if I can really cover everybody the way I'd want to. This is really interesting. Okay, that's a hot mess. But hey, let's just see how hard we get smacked. It's gonna be hilarious. The effects are really cool. I might be a little too busy. I can barely tell what's happening. Whoa! Okay, I'm just hitting my... As I just smacked to do my ultimate way too early. Holy moly, though. We didn't get to the part with the shield yet, and I let my ultimates fly. It's fine. Maybe if I could switch to Dao Chen boosting real quick for that moment. Are we even gonna break the first shield with how lazy I just was? Oh, I love that you could tell which form she's in. And they automatically made her switch back to... Oh, I don't like that. On full auto, she just keeps switching forms back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Bruh. Or is she only... Does she switch back to her other form whenever people need to heal around her? Is it just like the game is trying to guess when that needs to happen? Did they change how she works? I thought it was just a visual change. I've never noticed Dao Chen change her ultimate ever. Like, in general. Oof, we get some survivability back in here. Oh boy, oh boy. Ugh. Why is she using... Oh shit, I didn't realize my auto ultimate was on again. As I thought I turned it off. It's fine, it's fine. I don't even care what phase we're really in. I'm just trying to look at the different skills and what's happening. This is crazy. Whoa. That meteor is bonkers. Holy crap. Holy cow. So I definitely need to place healers where they're gonna double dip. The placements are gonna be weird. I definitely can't spread people out the way I did. Is not the answer. We're not even nowhere near a perfect team, guys. Don't look at this and be like, she doesn't know what she's doing. You don't, or don't look at this and copy me because you think I know what I'm doing. I'm just seeing how things are working. Holy crap. I haven't watched videos of people playing that yet because I didn't want to really. I wanted to kind of, okay, I definitely need to get different people. So I feel like Silas and Hex are like no, and Araka. This is a no. It's definitely going to be not them for this boss now, I think. Maybe Silas, but is Hex even in the top? Or was I wrong? So let's look. Oh no, he still is. Okay, so Hex still can hang. Never mind. But this is with Infernal instead. Interesting. And then throwing a Silas in there. Okay, so Silas and Hex are still hanging. Not many Silases, though, which is interesting. Not many Silases at all. Okay. Some. Damn. Okay, so it's really interesting. I wanted to see the way the animations were changing and how hard stuff was gonna really feel like it's hitting, and it's no joke. So can I mess around and get 5,000 chests today? Probably. Am I ready to try to get like 12, 20,000? Hell no. Not today. And unfortunately, I do have, or fortunately, I don't know. I have a party tomorrow, a birthday party. Will be gone all day. And Sunday, I try not to work too much. So if I have a chance randomly one of these nights tomorrow night, Sunday night, something to chill and play around, I will, and I'll record it and hopefully get a good team sorted. But If not, next week I will try to push this a little bit further and at least do a video on one specific team that seems to be my best so far. We will have more content on this for sure. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think about this boss? Do you have any ideas for synergy about heroes you think are going to go really well together? Any quirky strategies that you don't think people have talked about yet? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. This is a really cool boss. I'm really glad they're giving us a challenge. Looking forward to more, and I will see you in the next video.